If Dune Awakening has you hooked on its mix of survival, massive open-world exploration, and that constant tension of, who can I trust? I've got good news. There are other games out there that totally capture that same energy. Let's dive into some of the best ones worth checking out. Let's kick things off with Conan Exiles. Developed by the same team behind Dune Awakening, Conan Exiles feels instantly familiar, especially in how it handles traversal, climbing, and brutal survival in a desert world. But where Dune leans sci-fi, Conan dives deep into sword and sorcery. You'll build elaborate bases, fight horrifying beasts, and even enslave NPCs to automate your crafting and defend your fortress. It's raw, bloody, and a natural fit if you're craving more from the same studio. Next up, we've got Last Oasis. If Dune had a baby with Mad Max, this would be it. Set in a scorched earth where the sun literally kills you, Last Oasis throws you into a world where water is life, and your main ride is a massive wind-powered walking machine. These walkers act as mobile bases and war platforms as you roam a dying planet. The game shares a ton with Dune: desert warfare, sandworm-like boss fights, and PvP-driven survival, but with a cool proto-tech twist. Then there's Once Human. This one leans into supernatural horror, but underneath that is a survival MMO with very similar DNA to Dune Awakening. You'll gather resources, claim territory, and build up your stronghold, all while uncovering the weird, mutant-infested mysteries of its post-apocalyptic world. It can feel grindy at times, but the steady gear progression and psychedelic vibe make it a standout for players who want something a bit darker and stranger. Switching gears a bit, let's talk about Valheim. If you loved building and customizing your base in Dune Awakening, Valheim takes that freedom and runs wild with it. Set in a Viking-inspired afterlife, it's one of the most beloved co-op survival games out there. You can build massive longhouses, sail across procedurally generated oceans, and take down mythical bosses with friends. The vibe is cozy, yet dangerous, perfect for those who love exploration with a mythic edge. Speaking of exploration, the Planet Crafter offers a completely different kind of survival. Here, there are no enemies to fight, just a lifeless planet and the tools to bring it back to life. You'll terraform the world from barren rock to a lush ecosystem by managing oxygen, water, and heat levels. It's incredibly relaxing, but still full of tense moments, especially when managing limited resources or surviving meteor storms. If you want a slower-paced, more meditative survival game that still scratches that build and expand itch, this one's gold. Another strong co-op contender is Abiotic Factor. Imagine getting stuck in a 1990s research lab mid-interdimensional disaster. That's the setup here. A quirky, chaotic survival crafting game that feels like Half-Life meets Project Zomboid. You'll scavenge office supplies, build janky weapons, and manage realistic needs like hunger, exhaustion, and team dynamics. It's surprisingly deep, and especially fun with friends who don't mind a bit of weirdness with their survival. Now, if you're more into punishing PvP and hardcore mechanics, SCUM is worth your time. It's one of the most detailed survival sims on the market, tracking everything from body mass index to vitamin levels. You're a prisoner on a massive island, fighting off zombies, other players, and the environment itself. Death is brutal and permanent, so every choice matters. It's not for casual players, but if you crave challenge and realism, SCUM absolutely delivers. Another intense option is The Front. This one blends base building, PvPvE combat, and diesel punk aesthetics into one chaotic package. You're up against mutants, raiders, rival factions, and the environment, all while leveling up and unlocking new tech. It plays like a hybrid of Rust and Dune Awakening, with just enough storyline to keep you hooked. And with co-op or solo options, it fits a variety of playstyles. Let's not forget about ICARUS. This game takes a different approach. Instead of one persistent world, it offers a series of time-limited missions where you start from scratch but keep your skills and unlocks between runs. It's tense, beautiful, and often unforgiving, especially if you're playing solo. That said, the co-op gameplay shines, and the sense of progression is super satisfying if you love deep crafting systems. And finally, there's Ark Survival Evolved. If Dune Awakening is about surviving among sandworms, Ark is about surviving among dinosaurs, and eventually taming them. You start with nothing, build your way up through a massive tech tree, and eventually ride into battle on genetically engineered beasts. It's chaotic, ambitious, and still one of the most popular survival MMOs around. Plus, the creature taming system adds a whole new layer of strategy to base defense and exploration. Which one are you most excited to try? Let me know down in the comments, or tell me which survival gem I might have missed. If this list helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe for more survival game breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one.